this part, we are going to discuss about the another type of classes of algae. In the previous classes, we studied about chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae. In this class, we are going to talk about and discuss about rhodophyceae. This is also a type of classes in the algae, and the rhodophyceae members are commonly called as red algae. The members of rhodophyceae are commonly called as red algae. And usually these red algae or rhodophyceae members are commonly found in marine form. They are commonly found in marine water. They are commonly found in the marine water, and also why these rhodophyceae members are called as red algae, because due to the presence of pigment in them. So which is the pigment present in rhodophyceae? The pigment present in rhodophyceae members is R-phycoerythrin. R-phycoerythrin along with the pigments of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll D. The members of rhodophyceae or the red algae, their color is resembling in red color due to the presence of pigment present in them. The pigment present in them is R-phycoerythrin along with the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll D. These are the pigments that is present in the red algae or rhodophyceae. And when we observe, these rhodophyceae are more evolved comparatively to chlorophyceae and phaeophyceae, because the chlorophyceae and phaeophyceae were usually unicellular, but here the rhodophyceae members are multicellular. They are multicellular. And also these multicellular algae along with these pigments, they are having the storage bodies. They are having storing bodies, and which stores the food, storage food as Floridian starch. It stores the food as Floridian starch is the stored food in the members of rhodophyceae. The Floridian starch is the stored food in the members of rhodophyceae, and they also reproduces by all the types, such as they reproduces by sexually, asexually, as well as they reproduces by vegetative method. When we observe the reproduction in the rhodophyceae algae or in the red algae, usually we observe all the types of reproduction. Some of the red algae shows vegetative reproduction, and some red algae shows asexual type of reproduction, and some of the species will show the sexual type of reproduction. When we see the vegetative type of reproduction, they reproduces by fragmentation. And when we see the sexual type of reproduction. They reproduces asexually by the help of non-motile spores. They reproduces asexually. The asexual type of reproduction occurs by the involvement or by the presence of non-motile, means they are not movable. The spores are not movable. The asexual type of reproduction takes places by the non-motile spores, and in sexual type of reproduction, the reproduction or the fertilization takes places by the non-motile gametes. Here the non-motile gametes are involved in fertilization during the time of sexual type of reproduction. Like this, we can observe the different types of reproductions, asexual, vegetative, as well as the sexual type of reproduction. When we compare the Rhodophyceae along with Chlorophyceae and Phaeophyceae, there are a lot of differences in their pigments as well as in their cellular structure. That means they are unicellular. These Rhodophyceae are multicellular, and in their presence of color, and also they are purely marine form, and mainly about the reproduction. When we observe the reproduction in the Chlorophyceae as well as the Phaeophyceae, usually we saw even all three types, but there we did not observe any non-motile spores or the non-motile gametes. But in Rhodophyceae members, the sexual type of reproduction as well as asexual type of reproduction occurs by the presence of non-motile zoospores as well as the non-motile gametes. So these are about the Rhodophyceae, and when we see the examples for Rhodophyceae, we can take up the example as I'll write here. The examples are Gelidium, and Polysiphonia, and also Porphyra, etc. Like this, we can observe different examples: Gelidium, Polysiphonia, and Porphyra, etc. Like there are many examples for the Rhodophyceae algae or the red algae. And in the next part, we are going to see about the economic importances or the uses of algae. Usually, the algae play a very vital role in the commercial purpose, as well as it is commercially used in many of the fields. Let us go through where and all we are using the algae. That's why we have named as economic importance of algae, or you can also say uses of algae. The first use which is mentioned here is many of the algal species are used as food by the man, and also they are used as fodder. By animals or cattle. They're used as fodder by cattle and food by man. Like this, many of the algal species are consumed as food, as well as they are used major fodder for the cattle. For example, which are those food and fodder algae that we are using is Sargassum, Laminaria, Porphyra, etc. Here both the red algae as well as the chlorophyceae and phaeophyceae algae are taken as an example. One is sargassum, another one is laminaria, and also the porphyra is also one of the red algae which is used as the fodder. And the second importance of algae is certain brown and the red algae are commercially used as hydrocolloids. Some of the brown algae as well as some of the red algae are used as the hydrocolloids. Now, what are hydrocolloids? These are the water holding substances. So what we can say, hydrocolloids are nothing but water holding substances are called as the hydrocolloids. So which part of the algae is used as hydrocolloid? We have mentioned here, that is algin is one and the other one is carrageenan. So what is algin? Let us recall in the previous class while speaking about the phaeophyceae members, we spoke about the algin. That is, algin is nothing but the outermost gelatinous covering of the brown algae. The brown algae are completely covered by the gelatinous coat. Even we can also observe the gelatinous coat in the chlorophyceae, that is blue-green algae. But the gelatinous covering or the mucilaginous covering which is present or which covers the brown algae is called as the algin, and that algin is used as the hydrocolloids. So where do we find algin? It is found in the brown algae. It's found in brown algae, and carrageenan is also the same thing, but it is found in the red algae. Carrageenan is nothing but the red algae. Like this, the brown algae as well as the red algae are used as the hydrocolloids. That's nothing but the water holding substances for many of the uses. And the third commercial use, that is nothing but agar. Here the agar is most used as the commercial product which is obtained by the red algae. Agar is the most commercially used product that is obtained from the red algae. And also the red algae which is used as the commercial product, that is for preparation of agar, is Glaciolaria and another one is Gelidium. We both mentioned both the examples here just now, that is Glaciolaria and also the Gelidium. These are the red algae which are used in the preparations of agar, which is used as the most commercial product. And the agars are also different agars, or the agar is used in different manufacturing of ice creams, in different products also. The agar is used in the preparation and manufacture of ice creams and also jellies, and the agar is mainly used as a nutrient medium in the tissue culture. As we all know, usually in laboratories, the nutrient media will be made up of agar. So even there we are using the agar as the main thing. So agar is used in the preparations of ice creams and jellies, as well as the nutrient medium in the laboratories of tissue culture. And also the agar is also used in microbial culture. It is also used in microbial culture in the pathological laboratories. They are used in pathological laboratories for the development and culturing of the microbes for various experiments. By this way, the agar is used in many of the fields. And the next commercial use or the importance of algae is chlorella and spirulina. The chlorella and spirulina is they are rich in proteins. They are the most popular food products, or which are nowadays it's very popular and used as a nutrient material, that is chlorella as well as the spirulina. These are very rich in proteins, and mainly it is consumed by the protein supplements by the space travelers. Space travelers who travel away from Earth, they require proteins as usual, like all humans, but to avoid the deficiency of proteins, usually they take the protein supplements by the chlorella and spirulina. These chlorella and spirulina, they are used as the protein supplements in the form of some capsules, and they are mainly consumed by the space travelers to avoid the deficiency of protein. And nowadays it is very common, many of the peoples follow this capsules or tablets of chlorella and spirulina to obtain the protein. And minimum or at least 50% of the total carbon dioxide fixation. 50% of the total carbon dioxide fixation is carried out by the algae. 50% of the total carbon dioxide fixation is carried out by the algal throughout the photosynthesis, throughout the process of photosynthesis. Like this, the algae are playing a very vital role in the economical field, as well as most used by the humans for the commercial purpose. We are using the different types of algae in the daily life. Not only these algae, but also many other algae are useful in various fields and also in various products, but we have listed a very few algae and their uses here. So in this class we discussed about the last type which is mentioned in your text, that is Rhodophyceae, and we also studied some basic characteristics of them, and we took up some examples and also about the economic importance of algae. So this part completes the class of algae.